Hey, it's Game Hydro. We're playing Bonk Bonk Tribe, and we're going to give you some tips, tricks, and strategies and whatnot to help you not only figure out what to do next, but to advance much faster. Now, the number one thing, in my opinion, that you can do to kind of break out of the cycle of not advancing fast and be able to build stuff much more quickly is, first of all, you need to know that the base amount of time that you can earn offline income for in this game is only 1 hour, which is significantly unlike a lot of other multiplayer strategy-ish type of games. But you do have the option of setting your screen to never sleep, putting your phone on a charger, and then leaving the game active. Leaving the game up on the active screen for a while. You don't even have to be doing anything. Just sit and let your resources build up. And doing that, initially you'll end up with quite a lot of resources. I did that for, I would say, half an hour recently, and was able to upgrade the my resource buildings significantly. Next, obviously, the resource acquisition, or the pace of resource acquisition, is determined by the level of the resource area, plus the this one and that one, the level of the actual place, like the rock quarry, for example, and the celestite quarry, and then how many quarrymen you add to it. So it's kind of a repetitive process, and you're gonna, of course, need land in order to continue upgrading. So you can do that for the quarry, the copper mine, the farm, other resource buildings. Easy way, obviously, to get land is to go to your bag and use the deeds. Each one gives you 10,000 land. You end up with a lot of them, and you earn them for all sorts of various reasons. So do that in order to increase how many resources you get. And if you need to know how much resources you're putting out total, simply tap the top right corner, the little picture screen, where currently for us it says 846. So that will, your economic output overall is gathered into a ranking, and that will show you what the ranking is, as well as how much of each resource you can gather at a time. So there's the upgrade. Let's upgrade a little more. And repeat this even when the quests don't tell you to do so. Because yes, while this game seems to function like a literal endless tutorial sometimes, you can break away from the quests at the bottom left corner of the screen in order to do your own thing. And that often actually will help you beat quests a lot more quickly. For example, if you need to upgrade and research some tech, you can do so in order to not only have various buffs here in your village, but various buffs in battle. You do earn a lot of resources, so for the most part, I like using resource cards. Now, be careful that you don't accidentally use jade if you don't want to, especially when you have resource cards. I'm going to use that, and you can use less if you want to, but I'm just going to blow it out. And then you earn tons of speed ups throughout the game. But for long ones such as this, long researches such as this, often it's best to wait until right before you go to bed in order to do research, especially if it's an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever, or just do other things while you're waiting for it to complete. but for the purposes of the video, I'm going to use my speed ups. Now, don't be afraid to use your speed ups, but also be careful about how many of them to use. Next, you got your warrior camps. For example, this archer, this shield man camp. You can add people, you can promote your warriors, and it'll show you what the promotion requirements are for the next level and how many shield men you need. So obviously, to get more of them, you need to be upgrading the shield man barracks. You need land for that. And lots of ore or stone or whatever the hell that is. Now, the upgrade level is determined by what your civilization level is. We'll get to that in a second. But now we actually need more shield men in order to be able to upgrade. So, okay, don't misdirect me. There we go. And we're going to see if we can promote the shield man. Still can't do that. We need a certain tech. So just tap on the thing that you're deficient in and that you need, and you will be able to go there and research it. Now, reinforce. Where does reinforce show up? It can't be that far away. Well, it shows up eventually, so we're just going to start research on bricklaying so that I can have it later. Of course, sometimes you do have to go and complete the quests. In that case, upgrading the farm. Now, even when you don't have the newest upgrade available to you, because the upgrade level of the farm and whatnot is also determined by the civilization level, you can still go and maximize the top upgrade and the bottom upgrade, the peasants being the bottom upgrade and the sub resource area being the top upgrade, in order to max out what you can earn per second. And the farm is especially one of the important ones to do, because if the level's too low and there's not enough peasants at the farm, then you may actually end up with negative levels of food production as you increase the amount of troops and villagers that you have. Of course, the cottage, formerly known as the hut, you got to keep it upgraded. All right, what are we doing? You got to keep it upgraded in order to make sure that your population is not homeless. But you'll also hit a level block here. You need to upgrade your civilization for that. So at the bottom left corner, you can see what civilization you're in. You can see it says early bronze era. Tap that. You can claim rewards for stuff that you already have completed, and you'll see what is needed in order to do the rest of it. So I've got 22 techs. I need 25. We need more military and more territory. So territory is how much total land spent. As you saw earlier, one of the super high upgrades that I have, not there, one of the super high resource upgrades that I have, takes a lot of land to complete. $11,500 land for this one. So doing that upgrade adds that amount of land to the territory that you have. So if you need to get more territory, spend more land, and to get more land, spend your deeds. We're going to acquire some more land right now. Oh, Low on resources. What the hell? You know what? I'm going to use the deeds. Confirm. And in doing so, it just leveled up my civilization, which is pretty cool. So now I'll be able to upgrade things a little higher. Matter of fact, I'll just let the stones build up until I'm able to upgrade the copper mine, because now my civilization is leveled up to level 18. So your civilization level is the player level. That's in the top left corner of the screen. Also, for conquests, the 6th stage of each level, this is the boss battle. We have some strategies for this one. Obviously, the first thing you're going to do, now we didn't really need to do this right now because all our soldiers are healed, or at least healed up enough to be successful. After 2 turns, you can skip the whole thing. And then at the bottom left corner of that sub window, you got chests that you can open. And those chests contain all kinds of good stuff. Unfortunately, it does not show us what is in the chest without us opening it. So we're going to back out of that. But as far as conquests, often you will get the prompt to heal your soldiers. So do the quick heal every time. Take that prompt. And if you need more soldiers, go to your soldiers' barracks, train them. Thankfully, those kind of things don't take any sort of time at all. Makes things kind of easy. And make sure auto conquest is enabled after you unlock it so that you don't have to tap stuff over and over. Now, if your luminaries are stuck at a certain level, you can handle that a few different ways. First, we're going to tap all this crap. Go to the luminaries. So go to the visit area. Now, we don't have any luminary visits available. Let's use some jade to purchase 1, 2, 3, to purchase 3, actually. But you can earn enough of them for free that you shouldn't need to spend jade on it. I'm just spending jade for the sake of the video. But go visit. I got to uncheck 5 times in a row, but if you have more than 5, you can check 5 times in a row in order to speed things along. We're going to do 1 visit. Nothing out of that. Nothing out of that. And we got a new luminary. So the rarity of this luminary is SR, super rare. Obviously, like a lot of other games, the higher the rarity, the higher their stats are, whether it's base stats or just stats after upgrade, etc. Now, we'll show you how to upgrade said luminaries. Scroll down to the one we just got, Bo Lee. Upgrade them. Use your advancement materials, and you can increase their level cap. This dude might run us out of upgrade coins. Copper coins, rather. So that is one way to level them up, of course. I should probably level up Shinong because he's already been promoted twice. So his stats are sky high. I've already leveled up Shang Lang super high. Now we can promote. Bottom right corner, you see the promote button has a red exclamation point. That means you can do something. Who can be promoted? Jisoo. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that name. I don't mean to be offensive with my pronunciations, but nevertheless. Now we got this dude. Excuse me. He's at level 20 right now. And even though his stats aren't the highest out of everybody, they are higher than they should be for his rarity. So He's at level 23, 32,017 power with 4 promotion stars. In contrast, Cheng Yaojin, 31,049 with no promotion stars and is SR. So, I guess not a huge boost, but comparable enough not to completely suck. Always go to the lineup, hit quick deploy, see who the game adds to your battle party. That typically is the easiest way to do that because primarily you just want the highest stat level in order to beat the next conquest. Also forgot to mention that conquests give you land, so you don't have to use deeds for land, for all the land that you get. You can just use the conquest for it and deviate from the quests by going to the conquest and passing as many of them as you can before you end up losing. Boom, 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 boom. Once you get to the Iron Age, you'll be able to unlock double speed for the showdown, but after 2 turns you can skip, so that's actually pretty nice. Try to jump the gun a little bit there. Skip. And there you go. Now, for Alliance play, you'll see that little handshake there. Tap that handshake whenever you see it. You can also go to Alliance Development, hit Construct as many times as you want to in order to help out your Alliance, get Alliance experience, Alliance contributions, and construction progress. So this will basically just allow you to activate different types of rewards. Over in the Alliance shop, you can spend some of what you get. And there's a lot of good stuff you can get here, especially the shards. What rarity is he? I think only rare. Unfortunately, it can only buy 1 shard at a time. Doesn't really do me much good right now, but when you fill the bar up here to the point where you can access some chests, then you can go here and open those chests. If you don't know what something does, just tap the icon and a description will pop up. Sometimes it just gives a little story about it. Other times it tells you exactly what it does. And then just in general, whenever you see an icon with a red exclamation point next to it, that means you got something free that you can get. Sometimes it's ad video blocked, sometimes it's not. So it just depends. But anyways, this is our video about Bonk Bonk Tribe. Just keep playing the game and eventually it will stop feeling like a tutorial. It took us quite a few days to get to the point of it not feeling like a tutorial. But yeah, please like and subscribe and let us know what you want to see us break down about Bonk Bonk Tribe.